Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, HollywoodShono here, about to give you another Mortal Kombat X video. In this video we talk about how good is the Bloody Shokan Armor, which is one of the ruby rewards that you get for doing faction wars. And of course we got this by getting in the Contender Elite and getting 200 rubies, along with the 200 you get for the season milestones, which do reset every 3 days. Now what makes this gear item really good is the chance to reflect all of the special damage when blocking. So if you block an attack, not only do you not take damage, but the opponent takes all of that damage. So, for example, if Scorpion spears you for 10,000, he's going to take that damage. Now, there is also a 5% damage boost in PvP, and if you have this gear at a max out, the opponent's crit chance is pretty low. Now, what also makes Kitana even more dangerous with this gear item is the fact that you have a chance to reflect special damage when blocking just from this gear item. Now, Jax Briggs also has this in his armor, but it's kind of a rare stat to actually have on somebody, so the Bloody Shokan Armor does have some use other than that. But keep in mind, there are not a lot of gear items that actually give you damage in the slot. I think that Jax Briggs has basic damage in the armor slot, but other than that, there are not a lot of gear items that actually boost your damage in the armor slot. So if you're using a character like, for example, classic Scorpion, that can just mow down people, or even HollywoodShonock can be really good, especially if you're running a lot of resurrections. You can actually pull off a lot of crazy stuff. So we're going to do a 5-battle matchup online, and we're going to try to show off the Bloody Shokan Armor and see how it performs. So in the first fight we have Mortal Kitana, Shaolin Kung-Jin, and Covert Ops Cassie Cage. So the main objective here is power drain Kitana before she power drains you and win the game. So we're going to do just that. We're probably going to take a special from Kung-Jin to reflect that, but we want to deal with Kitana as easily as possible. And then we're going to try to take a special from Kung-Jin. And you guys can see how the reflect mechanic works. It's really powerful when it does. You of course increase the chances of using it with Kitana. And all 3 Katanas are amazing. Dark Empress is special. So that arrow did not get reflected. Let's not power drain Kung-Jin here. In fact, let's actually let him hit us. Block breaker is bad though. So that arrow was not reflected. We have Cassie Cage. And we're going to try to YOLO another block breaker attack from the Shokan Armor, and there was a reflect. Unfortunately, those hits did not get reflected, but as you can see, all of those hits, if you're not block broken, can get reflected. And that, of course, is a big loss, losing Mortal Kitana, but you can kind of see how the mechanic works. We do have a bunch of spits, though, so we can get rid of Kitana if we don't get power drained. So down goes one of the 3 opponents. And we're going to get in Kraken Reptile. And we're going to get rid of Kung-Jin, so Cassie Cage by herself can't really do much. Especially when you get spit on. So the Reptiles get the victory in the first fight, and you didn't see much value from the Bloody Shokan Armor. 31,320 XP, 1,177 coins, 1,800 battle points, 100 war points. So in the second fight we have Bone Shaper Shonock, Oni, and Dark Empress Kitana. We have an entire NetherRealm team, but really no synergy between them. Oni does drain power, and Dark Empress Kitana starting with a bar of power. Kraken Reptile also benefits from the Bloody Shokan Armor a lot because you can already reflect damage back when he takes damage. So it's basically a quick way to kill somebody with Kraken Reptile. Pretty solid choice there too. And here Dark Empress Kitana is at a bar, almost 2. We obviously don't want Kitana stolen, but we should be able to take it. There was a reflect. And 6277 reflected back. So you see high value there from the Bloody Shokan Armor, and we reflected a heavy attack from Dark Empress Kitana. And that basically is the difference of getting destroyed versus killing your opponent pretty much with special moves. There was a burn for 2673. So, Shonock in, that spit didn't really do much. This one will do a lot better. Partially reflected because of Kraken Reptile's native ability. I don't think we can lose the fight at this point, so if we take a special one, that's okay, even if Kitana gets stolen. That actually got reflected, so as you see right there, that gear item does work really well, and it can also preserve you, especially if you're running one Elite 7 and 2 weaker cards. So, Nimble Reptile gains a level of 29, 1,203 coins, 2,000 battle points. In the third fight, we have Scorpion, Sub-Zero, and Dark Raiden. Most of the stats are in Scorpion, Sub-Zero. This is a really bad matchup for us because Dark Raiden will heal from all of the power drains and spit damage. Fight. So you have to use moves that don't power drain and don't spit when it comes to Dark Raiden. But other than that, it shouldn't be too bad to deal with. Just keep Scorpion power drain and you win the game. So there's Sub-Zero. He is at 1 bar. Let's take a Frostbolt here. And that hits for 1361. Gonna power drain Sub-Zero. Gonna power drain again, get him low. We're gonna try to spit and get rid of him. Alright, so there's Dark Raiden. That puke is really bad because as you see, he's got a kill him. So we want to get off the 2 bar. Well, Nimble Reptile level 2 is horrible. No, we don't. Let's get in Kitana. Scorpion back in. That spear does not get reflected back. I think we have enough to do with Dark Raiden as long as we can get rid of Scorpion. And it looks like we're going to do that here. Let's get in Nimble Reptile, and there's Sub-Zero. Let's spit and get rid of him. Dark Raiden back in. Let's try to YOLO another reflect mechanic here. If he gets to 2 bars, you obviously can't. Well, you can reflect part of it. That did not knock him out. Scorpion pretty much kills himself. Dots give health. Carnivore Bash is not a dot. At this point, I think we're going to say screw it and get rid of him for the victory. You see that the Bloody Shokan Armor did not really come into play that fight, but sometimes it does. The PvP boost can still help you out. 1,203 coins, 2,000 battle points. Well, the fourth fight, we have Jax Briggs, who is black, Kano, and Kung Jin. Most of the stats are in Jax Briggs, 24,000 health. We can get a lot of value out of Reptile. Fight. Let's switch over to him. And the reason for that is the poison damage is based off maximum health. So somebody like Nimble Reptile that has a pretty long poison is going to get a lot of value on Jax. That reflected though. It looks like he has the armor. So we have to make sure that when we use it, make sure he's not blocking. Otherwise he's just going to reflect that damage as you saw. Now with the gotcha grab, it is not blockable, so I don't recommend actually trying to use Kitana in a block value game. On Kano, however, even though he doesn't really have any stats, you however can. We probably do want to power drain Jax though. There's Kung Jin. Let's power drain him. So he's pretty much done. And Jax Briggs with the gotcha grab. Of course he can't block it. We're still going to power drain. Impressive. That we did not get blocked on. So we're going to spit. Even though it's not polite to spit. He is black, so it's okay. I got the Carnivore Bash. Jax Briggs should be eliminated unless he reflects. No, he does not. For the victory. 33,060 XP, 1,203 coins, 2,000 battle points. Alright, so in the fifth fight, we have Thunder God Raiden, Bone Shaper Shonock, and Infernal Scorpion. Once again, most of the stats are in the main character, so we can get a lot of value out of Reptile. Let's start with Nimble Reptile. We're going to spit. This guy is a Nick, by the way. We're going to spit again. At this point, I don't think we can lose the fight because Raiden is not really doing anything. We have a bunch of power drains available, but I kind of want to take a special from Raiden just to see how the reflect attack works. So let's get him down. Alright, so there's Shuna. He got dropped in one shot. We're going to power drain Scorpion. Now I think in this situation, we're going to try to purposely hit the reflect just to show off that mechanic a little better. And that partially got reflected, it looks like. Let's get him out. We want him to get to 1 bar. He's probably going to kill himself here. So there's 1 bar. Unfortunately, I used it on Kraken Reptile. Probably going to still kill himself here. Yep. Unfortunately, really don't get a chance to use the reflect mechanics, but as you can see, if it does go off, which is a percentage chance, it could be the difference between losing and winning the game. Now, is it worth picking up over Kovujitsu Tanya or Dark Emperor Liu Kang? Probably not, but if this gear item seems good for you, definitely go for it. Obviously, it shines most when you get that 75% crit chance reduction, but if you're using it for a little bit of extra damage in PvP, it's not really a bad thing to consider. So if you like this video showing off the Bloody Shokan Armor and one of the best uses for it, please give this video a like rating, comment, subscribe, share this video amongst your friends, and as a favorite, check out my other Mortal Kombat X videos playlist, Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch, which are all HollywoodShono. And have a wonderful day, kids.
www.youtube.com/HollywoodShono. Subscribe, bitches!